Rockets take home a big win last night over the Lakers, 119-115, withstanding a second half surge from the Lakers and LeBron James. Honestly, we had the win, guys. We should have taken this home early, but the Lakers clawed their way back in it. Anthony Davis and LeBron James did a great job in the third quarter getting them back in the game. They got it down to 1 point in the fourth, but our Rockets were able to hold them back and take home the dub, maintaining second place in the West, a very tough West. And let's dive in and talk about Jalen Green becoming the possible superstar that we are hoping for. Thompson inserted in the starting lineup instead of Jabari Smith, who's hurt. Steven Adams getting impactful minutes. Our just collective defense being one of the key points to our victory. Let's dive in and talk about what's going on, guys. But I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Greg Post, and this is Post Game Pulse. Trying to just dive in and give you last night's action. I'm pumped. Let's go. So, Rockets win 119-115. We really established a really positive game plan from the get-go, attacking just through Thompson and Jalen Green. Both of them were attacking downhill. We were setting high screens to letting them do their thing, go downhill, and use their speed for our advantage, and then dishing it out from there. Early on, Thompson scored the first couple buckets of the game, and then Jalen Green was like, "Nah, bro, I got this. He went on to have both of them went on to have two of their best games of the season for the Rockets. Jalen Green obviously has had a wildly inconsistent season. We've seen him range from what he looked like last year when Şengün was hurt, looking like a perennial superstar, to just, we need to get rid of him, to he looks lost, to now he's finding himself again. I don't know. Is this just him trying to acclimate with Ime Udoka's defense first system, where he needs to implement more effort and just be more locked in? And does that take away from his offense? I don't know, but I'm seeing him look like he's getting acclimated and finding himself. He had a lot of great moments where he had a big time block, got the block, forced the fast break, and then threw an alley-oop to Thompson. And just those two together, especially in the starting lineup, are really fun to watch. Because with Thompson moving into the starting lineup instead of Jabari, that kind of gives Jalen Green somewhat of a running mate. No offense to Alpi and Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. All three of those guys, they can have moments of run and gun, but that's just not their style. And so having a running mate like Thompson in the starting lineup is big time for the Rockets. Let's just talk about as well. Just 23 points, 11 on 19 shooting. He had 3 assists and a steal. His impact on both sides of the ball. Alexa, stop. His impact on both sides of the ball is just showcasing from his just ability to switch anything. His wingspan is just so electric that he can just affect so many different passes, shots, and whatnot. And then his just bounce and speed is just, top tier. Steven Adams even said that he hasn't seen anyone like Thompson. He played with Ja Morant, he played with Russell Westbrook, and he's saying things that he hasn't seen anything like that. And then LeBron James even gave him a compliment, saying he ain't like us. I think he was actually quoting Cade Cunningham, but nonetheless, LeBron was giving him mad props on his game. But overall, his growth is showing from last year to this year. Last year he was 13% 3-point shooter, and now he's becoming a serviceable corner three shooter. Now, he didn't make any threes tonight, but I'm not worried about that aspect. He just, you can tell he's a gym rat, and he is putting in the work. I firmly believe to see the growth that he's made from last year to this year, just shot alone and his shot selection, he's going to continue to excel in that aspect. And we all know that he's in the top percentile for athleticism. And so if his shot catches up, we all know that he is going to be just a spectacular asset for the Rockets and could be the superstar that we're hoping for. So I'm going to bounce back to Jalen Green for a second. Over the last few games, we've seen a lot more consistency from him. His shot selection has been like just night and day from some points of last season. He was 12 of 24 from the field with 33 points. He was 5 of 12 from the floor, but if you take his 5 of 12 from three, excuse me. If you take that out of the equation, his shot selection is looking really good. But I mean, honestly, making 5 threes, that's pretty good clip for him. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 0 turnovers, guys. 0 turnovers. And if he can show Ime that he can run the offense without turning the ball over, that allows us to move Fred VanVleet to more of a spot-up shooter and less dependent on him, because I do like having him as an asset, but I want to see our young guns start to really take the reins, and this is the time to do it, and see what we have with that. And so when Jalen Green is becoming just mindful of his shot selection, sometimes the Rockets just benefit on so many aspects. But attacking downhill is his go-to aspect. Sometimes he goes away from it. After his big-time first quarter, it seems like either, for one, the Lakers kind of adjusted to him, and we tried to go Alpi, and then they took Alpi out of the game plan. But I think Jalen just needs to stick to his downhill aspect, get high pick and rolls, and use your speed to your advantage. Attack the rim, attack the rim, attack the rim, dude. You're starting to get some of those calls. He's starting to bulk up a little bit, and so I want to see him continue to do that. I think that's the way to go for him and his style of play. Steven Adams, now that he's starting to get healthy, I think he's carving out some great minutes for the 5 on the games that we need it. There are certain games, obviously when Jabari is healthy, he will be the 5, and he'll be the backup 5 behind Şengün. But on these nights when we're going against bigger, power forwards and centers, it's good to have someone like Steven Adams to bang with the big guys, you know what I mean? And so his ability to rebound, offensive rebounding, putbacks, his high screens to just let anyone have a pretty good amount of space to do whatever beyond his screen. But his impact is becoming very important for the Rockets when he does play. But if the Rockets decide that this is not the route for us, he could become a huge trade asset for us. So I like that he's getting more minutes right now and showcasing to other teams that he's healthy. And so whichever direction we go with him, I think it's a win for the Rockets. So I think having last night's game, the Rockets had this win and we let it go because we were a little bit complacent. We let that third quarter was big time for the Lakers. They were able to, catch fire. They were 9 of 15, 9 of 16 in the third quarter from 3. Some of that is just being hot, but some of that is us being complacent on defense. And then we just let them back in it. Lakers had a chance to take the lead late in the game, but some big time shots from Jalen Green, showcasing that he is not shying away from the big shots. We've all seen him make big time shots, but sometimes it's when he's chunking them up is when you're questioning his shot selection. But Thompson and him together really kind of kept the Rockets afloat. Şengün really kind of had a weird night, even though he did finish with 14 points. 14 points and 6 rebounds. But you could tell the Lakers really honed in and tried to take him out of the game plan. He was missing some of his, finesse shots, and when it wasn't happening, he forced a little bit of it, but then tried to facilitate from that point on. But overall, you can't really be too upset with a whole lot. I was very happy with just the overall defense. We definitely clogged the lane for the Lakers. Had to make them work for everything for majority of the game. You got to be happy with taking a step in the right direction, cleaning some stuff up from the Celtics game. But big win for the Rockets, guys. I think we got a game Tuesday, I believe, against the Wizards. Maybe I could be wrong on that. But big time win. Second seed in the West. We're barely in front of Memphis Grizzlies, who we will play in the upcoming game. So that's something to watch out for. But that's going to wrap up everything for today's post-game pulse. I appreciate all of y'all chiming in. If you are not following or subscribed, please do so. Give me a like. I'm still trying to grow. And if you know anyone that's a big-time Rockets or Texans or Astros fan, start sending them my stuff so they can become aware of what I got going on over here. But thank you for your time, guys. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Hope y'all had a great New Year's. It's off to a good start. Let's go, Rockets. I'll see y'all next time. Later.